Good afternoon, one and all present here. So right now I am with Mr. Daniel Kaiter. Welcome, Mr. Daniel here. Before inviting Mr. Daniel, I would like to give a brief credential of Mr. Daniel Kaiter. Daniel Kaiter is the current head of Digital Finance and AI Center at the Institute of Public Administration and Management, University of Sierra Leone, the former head of both the Department of IT Technology and Department of Information System, and the Director of Tivai Memory Masters Limited, and ICT Services firm based in Sierra Leone, West Africa. He graduated in 1990 with a bachelor degree in electrical engineering from Foray Bay College, University of Sierra Leone, and received a master degree in software engineering from University of Liverpool, UK in 1992. He took a leave of absence from the university in September 2006 and he was hired by the UNESCO Institute for Statistics to develop the Educational Management Information System, that is EMIS, at the Ministry of Education. A contract that expired in 2009. In 2007, he joined a group of 8 other professionals in Freetown. He was appointed technical head of National ICT Task Force, His Excellency the Vice President of Sierra Leone, and led the team and developed Sierra Leone's first national ICT policy in May 2009. So please welcome. He is also experienced with IT consulting, education, corporate training, computerization and software development, and ICT policy. His research interests in data science, AI and machine learning, and blockchain technology. So without wasting much time, I would like to invite Mr. Daniel Kaiter. Mr. Daniel, welcome here. Over to you, please.
Yes, thank you very much for that introduction. A good evening, or good morning, or good afternoon, wherever you all are.
Good afternoon here, sir.
Or afternoon, okay. Good afternoon over there. Yeah, I'm very honored to join you from Freetown, Sierra Leone, all the way across the continent and the ocean for this important address. I'm grateful to Professor Kumar for inviting me, or for proposing me for this conference, and for the OM Sterling University for accepting for me to deliver this important keynote. So I just want to go according to this. I hope you can see my screen. Is it? Can everyone see?
Please tell me. Slides.
Can you see my slides?
Not yet, sir. Yeah, it's done now, sir.
Okay, good. So, India has a bold ambition to become a fully developed nation by 2047, which will mark 100 years of its independence from Britain. And I believe that the Vikshit Bharat vision is inspiring not only for the people of India, but also for developing nations around the world. So Sierra Leone has a similar ambition and exactly the same urgency. So when I saw the theme of this conference, inclusive growth through collaborative research, I did not feel like an outsider looking in. I felt like a fellow traveler, except that I'm coming from a different direction. But let me tell you something that makes this connection more than just a metaphor. When I returned to IPAM in the mid-1990s, India was already a partner in our development. The Indian government offered training opportunities in ICT, and many of our IPAM colleagues took up those opportunities. Indeed, I was due to travel myself to India in 1997 when the coup occurred and I lost that opportunity. So through the 1990s and into the 2000s, many of our staff actually traveled to India for training courses, returning home with skills, perspectives, and connections that shaped the institutions that we built together here in Sierra Leone. So when I say we are fellow travelers, I mean it literally. India has been training the people who built Sierra Leone's digital future. And that is south to south knowledge exchange in action long before we actually had a name for it. So in the next 12 minutes, I want to share 3 things I've learned from 3 decades of building digital infrastructure in Sierra Leone in one of the world's most challenging environments, and why they are deeply significant for every researcher and practitioner in this room. In 1995, Sierra Leone was 4 years into a civil war. At that time, I joined a friend of mine who had secured funding primarily from Canada's IDRC to set up SierraNet. SierraNet's purpose was to bring full IP connectivity and access to the web to Sierra Leone. We started with dial-up store and forward FidoNet email. And with the help from a South African friend, Mike Jensen, we set up a Linux server and started HealthNet Sierra Leone. HealthNet Sierra Leone helped to provide the College of Medicine with its first email service. In December 2000, Sierra Leone was emerging from a devastating civil war. The country was in ruins, the infrastructure was shattered, and yet 3 of us decided that this was the right moment to start a technology company. With a small investment from other Sierra Leoneans in the UK, we started TY Memory Masters, which grew into a business that built local and wide area networking infrastructure, developed software, and brought real ICT solutions to organizations that needed them desperately. Later on, it became the first Microsoft Gold certified partner in Sierra Leone. In 2007, I joined 8 other professionals, some in Freetown, many from the diaspora abroad, and we co-founded the Sierra Leone chapter of the Internet Society. Our goal was simple: to lobby the government to place ICT at the top of the national agenda, not as a luxury, but as a necessity. So we lobbied, we advocated, we made presentations to cabinet, and by January 2009, His Excellency the Vice President appointed me to lead the National ICT Task Force. Within months, our team, largely made up of ISOC.SL members, had produced Sierra Leone's very first national ICT policy. Now, I tell this story not to impress, but to illustrate a point. Not one of those milestones was achieved alone. Every single one required a coalition or a collaboration, a group of people who decided to stop waiting and start building. So the key message here is that inclusive growth doesn't wait for perfect conditions. It is built by small groups of committed people who take the initiative, who decide to act, and then find ways to connect those actions into something larger. Both India and Africa share the experience of building modern institutions on post-colonial foundations, often with limited resources, but with enormous human capital and ambition. The Vikshit Bharat vision is not a government project, it's not a university project, it is a collaborative project. And I would argue that the most important word in this conference's title is not growth and it is not development. It is the word collaborative. Because inclusive growth is always, without exception, a team sport. And the team has to cross borders, it crosses disciplines, and it crosses sectors. So, for most of human history, the most powerful tools of development were not equally distributed. Wealthy nations, most of the time, had a monopoly on them. Developing nations had to wait, and often waited a very long time. That is changing now, and it is changing faster than most people realize. For the first time in history, the most powerful tools of development are not the exclusive property of wealthy nations. A researcher in Haryana and a researcher in Freetown can access the same AI models, the same open datasets, the same collaborative platforms that can power their research, their findings, and their innovation. So the technology gap is closing. The question is whether we are closing the collaboration gap fast enough to take advantage of it. Consider what mobile money has done in Africa. In East Africa, they did not wait for traditional banking infrastructure to reach rural communities. Mobile money leapfrogged it entirely. The movement spread across Africa. Farmers, traders, and women led micro enterprises in Sierra Leone are transacting digitally today, not because a bank built a branch in their village, but because a phone and a mobile wallet were enough. And now we see that mobile phone companies delivered on the promise of rural connectivity, and that traditional banks now have to collaborate and integrate with them. Many are finding out that in order to expand to include people in rural communities, they have to partner with mobile phone companies and infrastructure companies. The lesson for India's rural fintech and financial inclusion agenda is direct, immediate, and already proven. Low resource nations can use AI not just as consumers, but as innovators, and learn from India's already impressive growth to make similar strides. When I was contracted by UNESCO Institute for Statistics to help develop the education management information system for the Ministry of Education here in Sierra Leone, the goal was simple: to give the ministry the data it needed to make decisions about its own children. Before that, before that system existed, decisions were made on guesswork, on anecdote, on political instinct. Projects were overfunded to build more schools. Many of them turned out to be schools that were not up to standard. And so the system helped the government be able to advance on more than just simple guesswork, but rather on evidence. And the current administration in Sierra Leone has created a Directorate for Science, Technology, and Innovation that has prioritized data-driven policy and decision-making by government. That is what AI and data science can do at national scale, and that is a lesson as relevant to India's development agenda as it is to Sierra Leone's. And now an example that's closer to home, not a grand technology program, but a deliberate institutional choice. At IPAM, some years ago, we made a decision that inclusive growth cannot mean waiting for underserved communities to come to us. So we branched out and went to them. We opened campuses in provisional towns across Sierra Leone, bringing higher education directly to communities that would otherwise have had to travel to Freetown or to go without it entirely. That is what inclusive growth looks like in practice. Instead of just a policy paper or a conference resolution, we have buildings in provincial towns with the lecturers inside them teaching students who would not otherwise have had that choice. We have also created an e-learning platform that helps to reach out to students who are unable to come to even those provincial towns to be physically present in classrooms, to be able to deliver our courses and reach people who are underserved and who would not otherwise have had a chance. So the technology exists, the data is increasingly available. What we need now are more researchers willing to build bridges between their institutions and governments, between their countries and their neighbors, between what they know and what decision makers actually need. India's Vikshit Bharat vision and Africa's development ambitions aren't competing narratives, they are complementary ones. I've spent 35 years in this field. I've seen Sierra Leone go from a country with no national ICT policy to a country with a growing infrastructure, a digital finance and AI center training the next generation of builders. I've seen India go from an emerging economy to a global technology powerhouse. And I believe genuinely that we are living through the most extraordinary moment in the history of development. Too often, research sits in journal articles while the problems it was meant to solve continue. We need a framework for what actually translates research into development outcomes. Proximity, researchers embedded in the communities and institutions that they study. Translation, the ability to convert findings into policy language and political will. We need partnerships, industry, with academia, with government. So industry, academia, and government triangles that share risk and reward. Public-private partnerships and the like. We need patience, but we also need urgency, which is the paradox of development work. It takes decades, but decisions must be made today. So to the researchers, the scholars, and students in this conference, you are not spectators to that moment. You are the moment. Your paper, your prototype, your policy brief, your partnership. That is how Vikshit Bharat gets built. And that is how Sierra Leone also follows your lead and gets built. That is how the global South writes its own future. So my call to action for you, my invitation to you is to share research across borders, not just in journals, in conversations, in partnerships, in policy rooms. Step into the policy arena. The gap between the conference room and the cabinet room is not as wide as we think, but someone has to be willing to cross that divide. Build the South-to-South collaboration bridge. India and Africa have more to learn from each other than either of us has yet imagined. No nation grows alone, but with the right collaborations, every nation can grow. Let's get to work. We are getting to work at IPAM. We're about to, this week, we will likely sign a memorandum of understanding with OM Sterling Global University, pioneered by my good friend, Professor Kumar. And we hope that that will bring the kind of collaborative research, the joint products that can serve as an example to others in this conference room to perform joint collaboration, joint collaborative research, and inclusive growth to power the next generation. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Daniel. And I also thankful to you as you are inviting our research scholars not only for the national level but also for the international level. Thank you very much, sir. So nice of you. Thank you once again.
Thank you.
So, as our chief guest will arrive, we will soon start the program. और तब तक आप हमारे ग्रुप चीफ ऑपरेटिंग ऑफिसर एंड प्रोवोस्ट प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर अजय पोदार जी का अभिवादन कीजिए। वो ऑनलाइन स्पीच के दौरान हमारे बीच आ गए थे। जोरदार तालियां बजाकर उनका स्वागत कीजिए। Thank you, sir. Mr. Daniel, you stay with
Thank-
us. We are just supposed to start our valedictory ceremony.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Yeah, I seek one more attention from Mr. Dr. Adil Rasool from Bakhtar University, Afghanistan. If Dr. Saab, you are here, please mark your presence virtually by saying hey, hello, or whatsoever. करता मैं हो गया ना। कुछ ही क्षणों में हमारे मुख्य अतिथि और माननीय वाइस चांसलर सर हमारे बीच होंगे। तो we'll start the valedictory program of this 2 days international conference in collaboration with Bakhtar University, Afghanistan. Inclusive growth and sustainable development through collaborative research towards Vikshit Bharat at the rate 2047. अंतिम पड़ाव पे हैं हम आज इस वैलिडिटी सेशन में और मैं सभी डेलीगेट से अनुरोध करूंगा कि तालियां बजा के वह स्टैंडिंग ओवेशन देते हुए हमारे माननीय वाइस चांसलर सर और प्रोफेसर मिस्टर संदीप कुमार जी जनरल मैनेजर मिड टर्म ग्रैंड रिसर्च जो हमारे मुख्य थे। तालियां की आवाज नहीं आ रही बिल्कुल भी। थैंक यू सर। हम मां सरस्वती के ट्रिब्यूट के लिए मैं डॉक्टर कुलदीप से अनुरोध करूंगा कि एस्कॉर्ट करें हमारे डिग्निटरीज को मां सरस्वती की पूजा के लिए। वीसी साहब मां सरस्वती के ट्रिब्यूट के लिए मैं डॉक्टर कुलदीप से एस्कॉर्ट करने के लिए जो तेरे प्लांट दे दो। कहाँ यहाँ देवों का नंदन मलिया चलता अभिनव चंदन कहाँ यहाँ देवों का नंदन मलिया चलता अभिनव चंदन Now I would request to Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir and our CEO, Group Chief Operating Officer Dr. Ajay Bharat to present a plan to our chief guest. You can come to the dais, sir. You can come to the dais, and as a ritual and tradition, as a token of respect, we used to give a plant as a symbol of dignity to our guests. Thank you very much, sir. All the dignitaries are requested you to take their seat on dais, please. On behalf of Home Sterling Global University, this is Neeraj Neja from School of Legal Studies, OSU, privileged to welcome you on the occasion of Valedictory Session ceremony of International Conference in year 2026, Inclusive Growth and Sustainable Development through Collaborative Research towards Vikshit Bharat 2047. My first and foremost duty to welcome our chief guest on this session of conference, Mr. Sandeep Kumar, General Manager, Midterm Grand Hisar. Group Chief Operating Officer and Provost Professor Dr. Ajay K. Bodharji, Vice Chancellor Professor Dr. N.P. Kaushik ji, Dr. Adil Rasool, Head of Research Department, Bakhtar University, Afghanistan. I hope he is with us. All the dean in charges from the various schools, my dear colleagues from OSU, all the researchers, academicians, and first of all, congratulations to the organizing committee of Home Sterling Global University of these four schools, that is SLS, SCM, SET, and SHM, for such a remarkable effort to organize this international conference and to enhance the intellect among intellectuals. It is with a sense of gratitude, accomplishment, and renewed hope that I am here today at the valedictory session of this landmark international conference. Over the past 2 days, this venue has transformed into a vibrant crossroads of cultures, disciplines, and ideas, all united by a common purpose to envision and build a pathway towards Vikshit Bharat at the rate 2047 through inclusive growth, sustainable development, and collaborative research. So, as for a formal welcome address, I would like to invite Dr. Shailesh Kumar, Dean, which is having both national and international exposure, a wonderful personality having experience of around 20 years. Please welcome Dr. Shailesh Kumar, Dean, School of Engineering and Technology.
Thank you so much, Taneja. Good afternoon, everyone. Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor Dr. N.P. Kaushik ji, respected Group Chief Operating Officer and Provost Dr. Ajay Podar ji, convener of this conference Dr. Kuldeep Singh ji, co-conveners Mr. Mohit Vishnoi and Dr. Neelam Sihag ji, our chief guest for today, Mr. Sandeep Kumar ji, General Manager Midtown Grand Hisar, Haryana, who is with us in this hall. We welcome you, sir. Dr. Adil Rasool, Head of the Research Department, Bakhtar University, Afghanistan, who is with us online. You are welcome, sir. Keynote speakers for today, Mr. Daniel Chater, who has joined us from University of Sierra Leone, West Africa. Earlier, our another keynote speaker, Senior Advocate, Advocate Surinder Dhalji, fellow academicians, researchers, and dear students. It is a matter of great pride to welcome you all to this prestigious international conference on inclusive growth and sustainable development through collaborative research. Towards Vikshit Bharat 2047, today we stand at a crucial point in history where engineering and technology are not just tools but powerful forces shaping our future. In the field of computer science and artificial intelligence, we are witnessing a remarkable transformation. Technologies such as artificial intelligence, machine learning, data science, blockchain, and IoT, which is Internet of Things, are revolutionizing industries, governance, healthcare, education, and even the way we think and live. Artificial intelligence, in particular, is playing a transformative role across diverse domains. In management, AI is enabling data driven decisions making, predictive analytics, and efficient business strategies. In the field of law, it is supporting legal research, improving access to justice, and strengthening transparency through technology driven systems. In hospitality management, AI is enhancing customer experience, personalizing services, optimizing operations, and driving smart tourism. Together, these advancements are essential for building an efficient, transparent, and service oriented ecosystem for a developed India by 2047. However, let me emphasize technology alone is not enough. What truly matters is the right vision, strong values, and a clear sense of purpose. The vision of Vikshit Bharat 2047 will not be achieved by economic growth alone. It will be realized through intelligent systems, smart infrastructure, digital empowerment, and research driven innovation. Dear participants, the future belongs to those who can integrate technology with humanity. Let this conference serve as a platform where ideas transform into innovation, research leads to practical solutions, and collaboration driven drives nation building. Because you all present here today will design the India of tomorrow. You all are welcome. Thank you so much. Jai Hind.
Thank you very much, sir. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Kuldeep Singh, Dean SCM, जो चेयरमैन भी है इस ऑर्गेनाइजिंग कमेटी के और हमारे मेंटोर हैं. मैं आमंत्रित करूंगा कि वो कॉन्फ्रेंस रिपोर्ट के लिए यहाँ पर आए.
Thank you, Advocate Neeraj. Honorable Chief Guest of Valedictory Function, Mr. Sandeep Kumar, General Manager, Midtown Grand Hotel, Hisar, respected Dr. N.P. Kaushik, Vice Chancellor, Om Sterling Global University, Dr. Ajay Podar, Group Chief Operating Officer and Provost, Om Sterling Global University, Dr. Adil Rasool, Head of Research Department, Bakhtar University, Afghanistan. Bakhtar University is also the co-host for this 2 days international conference. Distinguished guests, keynote speakers, faculty colleagues, research scholars, and dear students, very good afternoon to you all. As the organizing secretary, I am delighted to present the report of this 2 days international conference on inclusive growth and sustainable development through collaborative research towards Vikshit Bharat at 2047, which began on 25th April 2026 and concludes today, that is 26th of April 2026. The conference aimed to foster a platform for multidisciplinary collaboration that advances inclusive growth and sustainable development in alignment with the India's vision for Vikshit Bharat at 2047. It seeks to bring together researchers, academicians, industry experts, policymakers, and practitioners to exchange innovative ideas and promote evidence-based policy formulation. The objectives include increasing sustainable research practice, promoting inter-institutional partnership, driving technological innovation for societal benefits, and addressing key economic, environmental, and social challenges. Furthermore, the conference emphasizes skill development, responsible business practices, and community engagement by highlighting the importance of inclusive policy making and capacity building across diverse sectors. Ultimately, it aspires to support India's transformation into a developed nation by empowering knowledge sharing, nurturing innovation, and advancing socio-economic equity through collaborative research initiatives. We received an overwhelming response with 112 registered participants, 96 research papers submission, and delegates representing 14 different institutions from India and abroad. The conference was inaugurated by Chief Guest Professor Prashant Jamwal, Director Center of Excellence in Medical Robotics and Research, Nazarbayev University, Kazakhstan. Dr. N.P. Kosik, Vice Chancellor, OSGU, and Professor Syed Habibullah Beziad, Vice Chancellor, Bakhtar University, and Dr. Ajay K. Podar, Group Chief Operating Officer, OSGU. Chief guest of inaugural session, Professor Prashant Jamwal from Kazakhstan, was also keynote speaker, and he set the tone with an inspiring talk on use of AI in medical robotics. Dr. Vikshit Yadav, WG Singapore, highlighted on improvement of road infrastructure for electric vehicle charging by establishing commercial EV chargers and generating jobs along with saving environmental pollution. We conducted 5 technical sessions in online and offline mode, covering diverse sub-themes such as sustainable business practice, economic inclusive, technological innovation for sustainable global development, legal frameworks for inclusive and sustainable development, inclusive social policies and community empowerment, sustainable practices in tourism and hospitality for inclusive community development. We were honored to have esteemed experts like Professor Prashant Jamwal from Kazakhstan, Dr. Prakshit Yadav from Singapore, who shared insights on these topics. Total 87 research papers were presented, fostering intense discussions on sustainable development and collaborative research. The deliberations have brought to light the urgent need for collaborative research and its practical implementation. No research benefit can be availed in isolation, and it has to be shared among all stakeholders, as mentioned by Professor Ajay Kepodar. Professor N.P. Kosik stressed on use of green energy so that Vikshit Bharat vision of zero carbon emission can be achieved by 2047. Researchers have highlighted the use of modern technology like AI, machine learning, data analytics, EVS, drone technology for the benefit of masses, not only certain class of people. Advocate Neeraj Taneja emphasized as human rights for all as per Article 21. Advocate Surinder Dhul emphasized a use of AI in legal work and reduction in number of cases and crimes for Vikshit Bharat. One researcher has highlighted food wastage detection in hospital and also use of biodegradable practices for food products. Recycling and reuse of water in the industries, use of solar energy, not to burn paddy studs and use it for the paper industry, use of robotics and AI for health industry are a few findings of the research papers presented during 2 days. Our deepest gratitude to our Chancellor, Dr. Puneet Goyal, and Professor uh, Pro-Chancellor, Dr. Poonam Goyal, for their vision, and to our Vice Chancellor, Sir, and Provost, Sir, for their guidance and motivation. A special mention to the organizing committee, technical support staff, and student volunteers who untiring efforts the past 2 days, 2.5 months made this event a success. Finally, thanks to the participants for their active engagement. We hope this conference has served as a meaningful platform for knowledge exchange and future collaboration. We apologize for any unintended inconvenience. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. And now, once again, I am welcoming Dr. Adil Rasool, Head of Research Department, Bakhtar University. Now I am inviting Dr. Adil Rasool for their address. But before inviting Dr. Adil Rasool, I would like to give a brief introduction. He is serving as an associate professor in Faculty of Economics at Bakhtar University, Kabul, Afghanistan. He also holds the position of editor-in-chief for Bakhtar International Journal of Economics and Management Review. In addition, he currently serving as the Director of Research of Bakhtar University, having more than 50 years experience in both teaching and research. Dr. Rasool having 25 research papers, he has published more than 25 research papers and 20 national and international workshops. Dr. Rasool is adept at analyzing both quantitative and qualitative data using PLS and SPSS. So I welcome Dr. Adil Rasool for his address for this international conference. Over to Dr. Rasool.
Thank you so much for inviting me and giving me an opportunity here. I will have some short introduction of myself. Actually, I am from India and I am currently working here. Okay. Respected chief patrons, conference secretary Dr. Kuldeep ji, and other delegates, and my dear colleagues from both Om Sterling Global University and Bakhtar University. Assalamu alaikum and good afternoon to all of you. I am honored to address you today as a member of advisory committee and as a representative of Bakhtar University. When Om Sterling Global University invited us to co-host this conference on inclusive growth and sustainable development through collaborative research, we said immediately yes. Why? Because for us in Afghanistan, collaborative research is not just an abstract, it is how to stay connected with the world. It is how our scholars continue to learn. It is how our scholars continue to publish. And it is how our scholars are continue to contribute even in difficult times. Afghanistan have faced many challenges, as you all know, but the Afghan people still dream. They still seek education. They still believe in inclusive growth. They still believe in sustainable development. And the university, like Bakhtar University, established in 2005, continues to stand as a motivation for education, as the encouragement for the education, as the encouragement for the knowledge. This conference matters because the theme we here all discussed, such as focusing on green entrepreneurship, artificial intelligence, sustainable tourism. As you know, all these themes are relevant to the valleys of Afghanistan here, as well as they are to the plains of Haryana, India. So these all are themes are the relevant to the current context, whether it is the part of Afghanistan or it is the part of world or any part of the country. I want here to leave one message from Afghanistan. Do not mistake adversity for absence. I will repeat again. Do not mistake adversity for absence. Afghan researchers are still writing, they are still presenting, and still collaborating. I'm not taking your more time. On behalf of Bakhtar University and as a member of advisory committee, I wish that this conference will be all productive and memorable conference. Thank you so much. Tashakkur. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Dr. Saab. Thank you, Rasool Saab. And it's really a matter of pleasure that you are from India.
Yeah.
Thank you very
Thank you
much,
so
sir. Now I would like to invite our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Sir Professor Dr. N.P. Kaushik ji. Sir has done BTech Civil Engineering from NPM Engineering College, Jodhpur. Nowadays it also become university. Sir has done MTech from IIT Delhi, PhD from IIT Roorkee, and having more than 40-year experience and former VC of Rajasthan Technical University from January 16 to January 19. Worked on the post of Pro VC, Dean Engineering, Dean Management, Dean Student Welfare earlier. Each and every field, each and every department of any university. इसके साथ साथ कंट्रोलर ऑफ एग्जामिनेशन रहे हैं, चेयरमैन बोर्ड ऑफ स्टडीज रहे हैं. इसके अलावा जहां तक अवार्ड्स की बात है, एजुकेशन एक्सीलेंस अवार्ड, लाइफ टाइम अचीवमेंट्स अवार्ड, इंस्टीट्यूशन ऑफ इंजीनियर्स, प्राइड ऑफ राजस्थान, बीकानेर गौरव अवार्ड, वाइस चांसलर अवार्ड 2020. Or recently, Sir has Educators for World Peace National Responsible Innovation Institution 2025. that is affiliated to United Nations. So I welcome Professor Dr. N.P. Kaushik ji, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Om Sterling Global University.
Thank you, Neeraj ji, for inviting me to address the gathering. So, good afternoon to all present in the valedictory session of this 2 days international conference on inclusive growth, sustainable development through collaborative research towards Vikshit Bharat. So, it is a matter of great pleasure that after the processing of 2 days and presentations of research papers, now we are in the concluding session, that is the valedictory of the 2 days conference. It is a matter of great pleasure for us that Mr. Sandeep Kumar, who is General Manager of Midtown Grand Hotel Hisar, is gracing the occasion as chief guest of the valedictory session of this conference. So, on behalf of the university and the organizing team of the conference, I welcome you, sir. And we are really happy that you have spared your valuable time. Mr. Mohit told me that today they were having a grand event at their hotel, but still on our request, he has spared the time and come over here to bless the researcher and our students. So, thank you, sir, for coming over here. On the dais, the coordinators of this conference, Dr. Kuldeep, Dr. Neelam Sihag, Mr. Uh, Mohit Bishnoi, and Dr. Shailesh, and of the dais, the faculty members, and the delegates. So I also welcome all of you in this valedictory session. It is also a matter of great pleasure that the founder of the Seven Top Facility Management is also with us. He is accompanying our chief guest, Sandeep Kumar ji. So we also welcome him in this valedictory session. So I can say that from the report of the Dr. Kuldeep, that this event was a great success. As he described that total 112 participants were registered and 92 papers were submitted and 87 papers were presented. So really it is a great thing that the very large number of productive papers have been presented in this conference. And it is also a matter of great pleasure that the participants were spread over 14 different places. So we can say that the objective of this conference is fulfilled because from the various parts of the country, the participants are contributing to this conference. So I'm thankful to all researchers, all delegates, and all participants for their contribution in this conference. Now today, it is our great pleasure that this conference is being organized in collaboration with Valedictory University, Afghanistan, and Dr. Adil Rasool, Head of Research Department, is also associated with us, and he has delivered his talk also on the need and usefulness of this conference. And to make this conference really international, we have tried to associate many personalities of international level, and they have delivered their talks and keynote addresses. The names are Dr. Daniel, Dr. Parikshit Yadav, and Dr. Prashant Jambal from Kazakhstan. So I am once again thankful that they accepted our invitation and gave their contribution to this conference. Mr. Surinder Hal, in the today's morning, he also delivered his expert lecture on the subject of law and the other news. Now, after completing all processing, what actually has been achieved, this has already been deliberated by Dr. Kuldeep, that what the objective were decided, and we have tried to achieve all those objectives. A few points I would like to mention. Yesterday, one talk was delivered by Dr. Parikshit Yadav on electrical vehicle charging. I would say that at present, the electrical vehicle engineering or electrical vehicle technology course is offered at very small number of institutions, though it is approved by the AICT. But if we look at the data, then we find that this engineering course is being offered by very small number of institutions. But if we see the objective of our conference for the inclusive growth and the sustainable development, particularly if we focus on sustainable development, then it is necessary that we must focus on this particular branch of engineering, that is electrical vehicle technology or electrical vehicle engineering, or I can add that it can be electrical vehicle engineering and management, because you will need the management skills also for running this course. So it can be in that way. So I feel that this course should be promoted, because future of this course is there, and the auto vehicles are going to vanish in near future, as the petrol and diesel, the fossil fuel, which are against the theme of the sustainable development. So we have to reduce that, and we have to promote this. The second thing is that recently we have received a letter from the Ministry of Education that what the educational institutes are contributing to the defense sector. So from that point of view, I can say that the drone engineering or drone technology should also be promoted on in these private and government institutions, because we have seen there was a crucial role of drone in the current war, which is being fought between US, Israel, Iran, etc. But the drones only not have the role into the war, but they also have their very important role in each and every sector. Therefore, it is not only that we run 4-year course on the drone technology, there can be short-term trainings, there can be certificate programs, there can be diploma programs, and government is putting very much emphasis on this, and they are giving funding also. So our faculty, our researchers should try to explore these things, and we should try to promote it. Now, as far as the inclusive growth is concerned, it is a prime requirement for the development, but there are many challenges also. What are those challenges? That is persistent wealth inequality. मतलब इंक्लूसिव ग्रोथ आप टारगेट बना सकते हैं, लेकिन उसको अचीव करना है तो ये जो डिस्पैरिटीज हैं उनको भी हमें दूर करना पड़ेगा. Persistent wealth inequality, high level of unemployment. I think that I need not to elaborate these things. We always read in the newspaper or the news that what is the level of unemployment and why it is there. Mainly because that there is lack of skill in our youths. So we have to focus in skilling the youth if we have to achieve the targets of the inclusive growth. Then inadequate human capital. आज जो हमारे पास में वर्क फोर्स है वो इनफॉर्मल सेक्टर में ज़्यादा है, फॉर्मल सेक्टर में कम है, और दिस इज वन ऑफ द बिगेस्ट चैलेंज दैट वी कैन गेट द इंक्लूसिव ग्रोथ. Then there is a divide between the rural and urban facilities. This can be monetary, this can be digital, this can be educational. So there can be a multiple divide between rural and urban sector. And if this is not bridged, then it is not possible that we can achieve the targets of the inclusive growth. Then unequal opportunities on the gender basis. हम चाहे कितना ही मतलब जो है उसको कहें, लेकिन आज भी जो जेंडर बेसिस डिस्क्रिमिनेशन है वो एग्जिस्ट करता है. तो गवर्नमेंट हैज टू मेक, एवरी पीपल हैज टू, इंडिविजुअल हैज टू वर्क फॉर दिस. अगर आप गांव में आज भी देखेंगे तो औरतें जो है वो घूंघट निकालती हैं. मतलब 80 साल की आज़ादी के बाद भी अगर इस तरह की प्रथा हम ख़त्म नहीं कर पाते तो इंक्लूसिव ग्रोथ को अचीव करने का जो सपना है वो देखना भी मेरे को लगता है कि ठीक नहीं है. Ineffective governance. So this actually includes corruption and failure to implement the social welfare schemes. So these are some of the challenges which we are facing in inclusive growth. Now, the third part of the title of this conference was the collaborative research, inclusive growth, sustainable development, and the collaborative research. So as far as the two things are concerned, we have already discussed today or yesterday also a detailed deliberation on that is sustainable development. Now, collaborative research is very important aspect for these kinds of the development or the growth. And I think in each and every deliberation discussion, we try to address that there should be institute industry partnership or interaction. So if we have to promote the collaborative research, we need to promote the industry institute interaction also or partnership also. It is possible that the researcher can take the real problem from the industry and they can try to give the solution for those problems. So it will be useful for both the universities as well as industry. Then we have to promote the interdisciplinary studies or research. As yesterday, our chief guest, who Dr. Prashant Jambal, actually he himself from the mechanical engineering, and at present he is director of robotic, medical, and that engineering. So now he is shifting to the medicines, robotics, and other areas. So this kind of the collaboration is also, or interdisciplinary research is also required for collaborative research. And it is not only limited to doing the research, but it is also can be extended to the resource sharing. Now, in this scenario, it is not possible that every institute can have 100% facilities of research in their institute. So the universities in the a similar area, same area, can collaborate each other and they can make MOUs to share the resources which are available with them. These resources can be in terms of labs, these can be in terms of material, and these can be in terms of expertise also. Because uh, various human power is available with different universities having different expertise. We can share ideas, we can share informations, and we can also collaborate in making patents and other research. So I hope that this message of inclusive growth, sustainable development, and collaborative research has been given through this international conference to our researchers, and in future also they will take this message with them and will try to work on these three aspects. So I congratulate all the participants that they have given their contribution to the best extent. I congratulate the coordinators, Dr. Kuldeep, Dr. Neelam, Dr. Shailesh, Mr. Mohit, and his organizing team for conducting this successful 2 days international conference. And I'm also thankful to IIT anchor J.S. Tanejadi and all others who have contributed to make this event successful directly and indirectly. So thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Now I would like to invite our chief guest, Mr. Sandeep Kumar. Is an experienced hospitality professional with having more than 20 years of industry expertise, recognized for his strong leadership and operational excellence. He is graduated from IHM Panipat and having a master degree MBA in hospitality management, combining technical knowledge with strategic management skills, essential for modern hotel industry. So currently serving as the general manager at Midtown Grand Hisar, Mr. Kumar oversees all aspects of hotel operations, planning, daily management. He is known for his hosting a performance-driven work environment and implementing innovative practices and maintaining strong marketing positioning with a forward-looking approach and personalized guest experiences, making him a dynamic and respected leader in the hospitality sector. So please welcome Mr. Sandeep Kumar.
पहले तो मैं थैंक यू कहना चाहूँगा ओएसजी यूनिवर्सिटी को, जिन्होंने मुझे ये अपॉर्चुनिटी दी है आज। सबसे पहले तो आप लोग अपने लिए तालियां बजा दीजिए, क्योंकि काफ़ी कंजूसी कर रहे हैं आप तालियां बजाने के लिए। जितने रिसर्चर्स बैठे हैं, मैं समझता हूँ आप लोगों को संडे को बुला लिया है, लेकिन फिर भी अपने लिए एक बार जोरदार तालियां अपने लिए बजा दीजिए। थैंक यू। रिस्पेक्टेड डिग्निटरीज, Chancellor Sir Dr. Puneet Goyal, Pro Chancellor Ma'am Dr. Poonam Goyal, Group Co Sir Dr. Ajay Padar Ji, Vice Chancellor Sir Dr. N.P. Kaushik Ji, Conference Secretary Dr. Kuldeep Singh, और स्पेशली थैंकफुल मिस्टर मोहित बिश्नोई, जिन्होंने मुझे सुबह से फ़ोन करके बुला ही लिया। मैं रिसर्चर्स को बधाई देना चाहता हूँ कि आप लोग एक लकी और किस्मत वाले हैं जो इन 100 लोगों में शामिल हो रहे हैं। मजा नहीं आया सुन के? कम से कम अपने लिए तो एक बार खुश होना चाहिए आपको। आप लकी पर्सन हैं जो 100 लोगों में शामिल हो रहे हैं, इंटरनेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस अटेंड कर रहे हैं। ये कॉन्फ्रेंस होनी चाहिए। मैं इस टाइप की कॉन्फ्रेंस अपने जीवन में पहली बार अटेंड कर रहा हूँ। मैं अंदर से कैसा फील कर रहा हूँ मैं आपको बता नहीं सकता। सबसे पहले मैं कहना चाहूँगा कि अपने आप को जो है, अपने को मजबूत बनना है। अंदर से मजबूत जब आप बनेंगे, अपने आप को विकसित करेंगे, तभी हम अपने देश को विकसित कर पाएंगे। और 2047 जो विकसित भारत आप लोगों ने ये अच्छी कॉन्फ्रेंस की है, मैं आगे से भी आपको रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा कि मुझे दोबारा फिर मौका दीजिएगा। मैं ज़्यादा तो नहीं बोल पाऊंगा, क्योंकि होटल लाइन से रिकॉर्डिंग कुछ भी आप मुझे पूछ सकते हैं, लेकिन ये कॉन्फ्रेंसेज मैंने पहली बार अटेंड की है, तो माफ़ी चाहूँगा अगर मैंने आपको अनजाने में ऐसा कुछ कहा है। तो एक बार दोबारा से ओएसजी यूनिवर्सिटी के लिए मैं थैंकफुल टू यू कि आपने मुझे बुलाया। थैंक यू वेरी मच। और मेरी फील्ड से रिलेटेड कोई भी पर्सन जो मुझसे कुछ भी जानकारी लेना चाहते हैं, या फिर मैं किन्हीं की भी कोई भी हेल्प कर सकूं, तो एवरी टाइम आप मिड टाउन ग्रैंड में कभी भी आके मुझसे कुछ भी पूछना चाहें, कुछ भी रिसर्चर्स जो बैठे हैं वो लेना चाहें तो कर सकते हैं। थैंक यू वेरी मच।
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Now, I would like to request Dr. Kuldeep sir कि हमारे डिग्निटरीज सभी आगे आ जाएं एक बार टू अनाउंसमेंट ऑफ 2 बेस्ट पेपर्स। हाँ, इनमें से एक पेपर ऑफलाइन है, एक ऑनलाइन है। Yesterday we had a session on virtual mode and today it's offline mode. Over to you, sir.
मुझे जो लिस्ट मिली है बेस्ट पेपर जो रिप्रेजेंट किए हैं आपने टुडे और यस्टरडे के लिए, पहला जो नाम है ये है गीता जी। गीता
पात्र।
गीता
Yes,
पात्र,
you.
रिसर्च स्कॉलर। गीता जी के लिए एक बार जोरदार तालियां बजा दीजिए। अच्छा, गीता जी आपने एक्सप्लोरिंग साइबर से किया है। थैंक यू, कांग्रेचुलेशन आपको।
सर्टिफिकेट की लिस्ट मुझे दे दीजिए।
For the online research paper presenter, the best paper from the online mode is Samriti, and her title was Strengthening Victim Rights on the Law Side.
Now please come fast, one by one for.
ये ऑनलाइन के पेपर सभी ऑनलाइन सभी को भेज दिए जाएंगे और ग्रुप में एक्टिव रहे, अपने फ्रेंड्स को भी आप सूचित कर सकते हैं।
हाँ दे।
स्टेक जो सोवेनियर है वो भी ऑनलाइन सभी स्कॉलर्स को मिलेगा।
So पेपर डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की कड़ी में पहले फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आई वुड लाइक टू इनवाइट मिस्टर मनमोहन सिंगला। थोड़ा सा जल्दी इधर से आके आप उधर से निकल जाइए, मतलब सीट ले लीजिएगा, दोबारा खाली मत कीजिएगा, अभी वोट ऑफ थैंक्स है। मिस प्रियंका सेठी, मिस शशांक रेडी रहे, मिस्टर शशांक सॉरी, मिस्टर शशांक फ्रॉम जीजेयू, ओमवीर सिंह, मिस्टर ओमवीर सिंह ओम स्टर्लिंग ग्लोबल यूनिवर्सिटी, वहीं रुके रहिए अभी एक हो जाए फिर। शशांक ओमवीर सिंह, हाँ आप जाइएगा मत, एक ग्रुप फोटोग्राफ होना है। मिस्टर सागर शर्मा, मिस्टर सागर शर्मा, मिस्टर मोहित बेंदर, मिस्टर देवेंद्र कुमार, मिस्टर सुमित, मिस्टर सुमित, मिस्टर मोइनुद्दीन हसन, तनवीर है, मिस शिल्पा, मिस अनीशा, मिस्टर रोहन शर्मा, मिस आशु, मिस्टर केशव राज विमल, मिस सिमरन, मिस वंदना धनखड़, मिस्टर संदीप कुमार, मिस्टर संदीप कुमार,
Now, Mr. Neeraj Taneja. Next is Mr. Sanjay. Mr. Anant Karan.
I want to clarify, also you have mentioned that from each category you will be answering that. How come this computer science is?
एक मिनट मनमोहन, एक बार ये हो जाए भाई, अभी करते हैं, आराम से करेंगे बात, डोंट वरी। डॉक्टर कुलदीप विल टेक केयर ऑफ यू, राइट? Miss Pratibha Roka, Mr. Anup, Miss Pooja, Miss Pooja, Miss Satya Shah Tupur, Miss Sushma, Mr. Ankit, Mr. Ankit Babamasnath, Mr. Anupam Bajpayee, Mr. Anupam Bajpayee, और गीता पाकर, people. All the scholars are requested to please come for a photograph, for a group photograph. And afterwards, Mr. Mohit Bishnoi, HOD SHM, please, after this photograph, he will deliver vote of thanks. All the scholars are requested to come forward for a group photograph. जल्दी आइएगा थोड़ा. Please come fast. Dr. Seema Ganges, please join us for the photograph. Yuvraj sir. Now I would request to Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir and Chief Operating Officer to present a memento to our Chief Guest as a token of respect and gratitude. And afterwards, please put your hand together. जोरदार तालियां बजा के अभिनंदन कीजिए प्लीज. I would request to Mr. Mohit Bishnoi, HOD SHM, to deliver a vote of thanks, formal vote of thanks.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, distinguished delegates, from across the globe, esteemed researchers, media person, and dear friends. Namaste, a very good afternoon to all of you. As we draw this enlightening conference to a close, it is my privilege and profound honor to stand before you to extend a heartfelt vote of thanks. First and foremost, I express my deepest gratitude to our chief patrons, respected Dr. Punit Goyalji and respected Pro Chancellor Dr. Poonam Goyalji, and our source of inspiration, our VC Sir Dr. N.P. Kaushikji, and our dynamic and visionary leader, our Group CEO Dr. Ajay Budarji, and VC of Bakhtiyar University Dr. Sayyid Habibullaji, for blessing us with the wisdom, health, and opportunity to deliberate over these past 2 days. We are deeply grateful to our chief guest, Mr. Sandeep Kumar ji, for their invaluable insight. Your thoughts on bridging global expertise with India's developmental aspiration have set a powerful roadmap for collaborative actions. To our international delegates from Bakhtar University, thank you for bringing us diverse perspectives from your respective nations. I extend sincere thanks to all our session chair, panelists, and paper present. Your rigorous research and thought-provoking discussion on themes like poverty, elevation, green technology, digital equity, and gender inclusive policy have truly embodied the spirit of Vikshit Bharat 2047. We also thank the conference organizing committee, Dr. Kuldeep, Dr. Neelam, and Dr. Shailesh, and our volunteers and technical team, Mr. Sumit, and our state secretary, Dr. Advocate Neeraj Taneja ji, and Dr. Seema, who worked tirelessly behind the scene to ensure seamless hybrid session, catering, and logistics. Our sincere appreciation to the media and social media teams and technical teams for amplifying our message of collaborative research to the wider world. While this conference concludes today, the journey of collaboration does not. Let us leave with renewed energy, cross-border networks, and a shared resolve that our research will translate into a real change. For the last person in the queue, for the last planet we share, and for the dream of Viksit Bharat. Any ambition in this acknowledgement are unintentional, but our gratitude is not. Thank you all once again. Vande Mataram, Jai Hind.
Thank you very much, sir. So, thank you all for. So, I would request to our dignitaries first, they will disperse, afterwards, you will leave the hall. And before that, we will go for national anthem. And, Mr. Manmohan want to meet Dr. Kuldeep ji, so afterwards, on the way, you should meet him. And I would request to each and everyone for national anthem.
अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Jai Hind. Thank you very much. So we are signing off today for this 2 days international conference.
Sir.